Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Yambo and Dro. Two halves with a full package right here at Unlikely Geeks. We back. Issue number 10. It's been a little minute, but both Dro and I have gone in and out of being sick. So it is what it is. We grown and we've been outside doing some fun stuff. We got to catch you guys up on a lot of things. Dro, how have you been, my brother? What's going on, man?
Like so much shit be going on, bro. I forgot the reason why we missed so many weeks.
So the first week we
Like
missed was
I don't even
Loud. It,
remember.
it was a 7 day Loud on 7th. It's a festival. Me and my friends throw in Ybor City, Tampa, Florida, around September. Loud on 7th. Go follow us. I'm the video guy, so all the content that you see is probably from me. And just a lot of independent musicians, a lot of comedians, everybody who's local and underground. And we even had some big stars sometimes. This year we didn't have anybody, but in years past we've had Charlie Clips, we've had Snow the Product, we've had a couple people. So it's all a party, man. The 7 days, you learn a lot of things. The first 4 or 5 days, and on the weekends, that's where we turn up. We had a children's like some family friendly events, gave out some food, had a basketball game, and it was cool. I brought my son out to one of the events, and I don't know, man, I love it. But that got me sick. So right after the 7 days went, the very last day, I guess my body was like, "You not partying no more? All right, here you go." So I caught me a little flu or something. I don't know what happened. And
One
then
day it's gonna be like South by Southwest.
that's the goal, bro. To your from your mouth to God's ears, that's the goal. And yeah, man.
Hallelujah.
After that, I got sick, and now we here.
I remember it was Bucks played on Monday night.
Got you. The Buccaneers played the next day, and Dro's like, "Oh, I can't do it, man. You know the Bucks my team." I'm like, "Play. We should do a live reaction." So that gave me the idea. Listen, I know we said we're gonna do the unlikely part 10 weeks ago, and we haven't done one episode of the unlikely part. But we still got to do it, but we also still might try to do some other like sport related stuff, you know. I'm trying to get Dro to talk to somebody. He needs to have another person that is as strong as him with the sports knowledge, because all I could talk is boxing. So I might be in an episode once a month or something, but we'll have like the unlikely analysis or something, sports related show. But again, you see how hard it is for us to be consistent here, even though we are consistent. It's just hard for us on the behind the scenes to make the timing and everything right. So imagine another show on another show. That's where you guys come
But
in.
that boxing match went by fast. Like them rounds are going too fast.
Oh, for the Canelo fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good fight though.
Usually when you watch a boxing match, that shit seem like it's taking so long. That bitch was.
In and out.
Hey, did they shorten the minutes?
No,
Cause it was like 3 minutes each round or something like that.
that's normal. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was probably just on Netflix. It was probably just the hype. Everything
No
seemed to go
UFC,
fast.
UFC. They main car fights. They go from 3 to 5 minutes around.
Oh no, these guys they don't. You can't fight for that long. It's because it's 30 minutes, 12 rounds, 30 minutes, 36 minutes. But yeah, man, it's been a very fun, productive 2 weeks. We're back. We're gonna touch on a lot of the stuff that we missed very quickly, and then we're gonna get into the big news. I don't know the order that Dro has it, but Dro's the guy. You guys already know. Um, Other than that, I just came back from my son's baseball game. So for now on, the episodes will be at 9:30 around this time because my son comes first, and that boy is an all-star. Today, his team won 16-6, right? Kicked ass. He scored twice. He got a player out on first base. He, he an all-star. And his homeboy in the team got a grand slam infield, in-house, infield grand slam. He just knocked it out. The kids didn't know what they were doing. They were shocked he even hit the ball, and all four of them scored. And that's how we got six. We got 6 points, even though they only go up to five with the little league. But
What was that thing you said your son told one of his teammates?
Oh yeah,
What
last
did
so he got games on Saturdays and Mondays. Listen, my little boy goes to this kid. He goes, "Hey man, you can't lose your glasses or your grandma's gonna be upset." Little boy's automatically, "That ain't my grandma. That's my mama. It ain't my fault she 51." And bro, when I tell you that,
Ain't my fault she 51.
yo, my mom, my dad, and me busted out laughing. My son said it, and all the other kids were like, "Yo, I didn't know that was your grandma, your mother. I thought that was your grandma too." Like
Oh my
I was
god.
embarrassed, bro. You know, that's gonna be me if I ever have another kid. I'm gonna be that grandparent. I'm gonna be
Oh,
the.
that's gonna be me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's gonna be us now. Like people try to, play on kids and like, "Oh, you having a kid too young?" Blah blah blah. Bro, I'm happy I had Gio at 22.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for
Now
real.
I'm gonna have another kid at 32 or 33, and I'm gonna be 90 years old. By the time he graduate in high school. Not really, but you know what I mean. So it does suck a little bit to not have had a kid that could be there with my son and grow up together. I feel like I'm already 7 years older than my brothers, and
Yeah.
I'm a little detached from them. My brothers were 1 year apart, so like they're
Mm.
besties, and I'm 7 years, so I was like over here. And I feel like that's gonna be the same way if I do happen to give my son another kid, another brother or sister. But that's the unlikely part. That's a little sneak peek. We talk about stuff outside of comics, video games, and stuff. But here on Unlikely Geeks, we talk about movies, comics, and video games. Dro, catch me up. What you been up to, bro? Seen any
Yeah, like
movies?
I went to the no, I didn't see no movies, bro.
Damn, two,
I
three
had bought
weeks.
tick yeah, I bought tickets to go see him, and then I forgot to cancel it because I had other shit that I had to do.
Right.
I forgot to cancel it, yeah. And then I seen that AMC, you only get like 2 times.
To do that?
Like if you reserve the ticket and then don't show up, you get like 2 strikes, and then they can cancel your AMC A list.
Has that happened? Did you get a strike? Like,
No, this is my first. I don't know if they're gonna email me, but
nah, I don't think so, bro. Because I feel like I may have done that before too.
the only
And
but I got an email when they were saying that though.
yeah, I did
So
get that
when I
email
accident
too. Yeah, yeah.
so when I accidentally didn't cancel it, because I was gonna go see The Long Walk and I was gonna see him in the same day. I
Saw
forgot
both of
something
those.
happened, so I
Yeah.
couldn't go see none of them. So I canceled The Long Walk, but for some reason I ain't even I don't know. I think shit glitched out. I swear I ain't see it on there. So I ain't cancel him, and then I didn't go, and then I got the emails like, "Oh, thank you for seeing it," and
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh man." So
So
I can't miss on my movies.
you can't, bro. Don't stop. You got to watch the movies. That's what we here for. Like I made it a point. I saw both of them. I don't know if you want to hear me talk a little bit about it. I'm not going. I don't spoil nothing. I'm not you, but like I don't know if you've read my review.
Now you know
What you
what's
think?
crazy. You know what though? Like I'm not even probably won't go see him because like
Mm.
usually when my like my excitedness like goes away, I don't really go. I don't want to go see it.
And why
It's
did
not
the
it's not
excitement?
because of no, yeah, it's not because of like I ain't reading no reviews.
Oh, got you.
Oh, the closest thing I seen the reviews was like the tomato score thing pop up or whatever, but it's just cause I was hyped to go see it, but then I missed it and I'm like, nah, I don't know.
I felt that
I gotta
way.
work.
I felt that way about a couple movies. I think it happened when I missed Fall Guy, but I feel like for Fall Guy, I tried to watch it like 6 times. Like I bought so many tickets to watch it, and it just kept failing. I was like, forget about it. I saw it eventually, but all right. So real quick, you want to get into it, or you got?
Yeah, so yeah, so the first topic was I was gonna ask you to like if you want to talk about him, and don't talk. We don't gotta talk about the long walk because I probably go see it tomorrow
Okay, cool.
after work. After work,
So all right. Well, I'll just say this: if you have to choose between the Long Walk and him, I don't know. Both of them, both of them are cool. Like the him movie is getting a lot of hate right now. I mean, it got what, a 76 or lower in Rotten Tomato. People are not liking it because it's been advertised as a Jordan Peele movie. Jordan Peele did not direct this movie. Jordan Peele
yep.
produced it. He provided some money, some feedback, some advice. He helped make some calls. It's like, yo, we got to use this facility. That's what a producer does. I know because I produce, right? Nothing to that level, but you feel me? Now, I liked it. I didn't love it. I wanted to love it. It was my most anticipated movie of the year for like this half of the year, and I was
Mm.
really hyped for it. Then what ended up happening is I ended up watching it, and it got like parts where you're like, oh, this is gonna be incredible, and then it does nothing with that. Like it might sneak something in here that's like some okay Jordan Peele's triple meaning, double entendre. You got to rewatch this 6 times to actually understand. And then it's a pretty straightforward movie. You know, uh,
Yeah, because it's not his movie; it's
it's
somebody else's shit.
exactly it's somebody else's movie, so it's real straightforward. You got a kid that has been watching football, his favorite team for his whole life. His father was on him. Yo, you gonna be him. You gonna be him. You gonna be him. And then he grew up. He got a chance to go to the like a 7-day summer camp to, you know, be the new player on the team. Basically, if somebody was the underdog to Tom Brady, right? So Tom Brady's the best of all times. He is him. He's retiring soon, and they need to be a successor. So he's able to train his successor. And he just trains him in a weird way. He's like, yo, real intense about it, and the guy's starting to freak out. Don't meet your mentors, kind of deal. And you start seeing, what makes the goat the goat, the stuff he has to sacrifice. You've seen that saying over and over in the trailers. It literally is, what are you willing to do to get this? It's Illuminati, it's Hollywood, it's, all of this kind of stuff. So it's a movie that's talking a lot about that kind of stuff, but also not saying nothing new. And that was the problem, because you wanted to say a lot new and do a lot of cool things, but it's just a run of the mill regular movie. That was disappointing. Long Walk. It's based on a book. A bunch of kids walking and things happening if you slow down. Now, what I wanted to say was this, Joe. We joked a couple episodes back that we would be able to do that treadmill and not stop for 2 hours during that movie, right?
No, not me. You said that.
Listen, I walked up the stairs to my seat, and I got seats a little higher than I normally do. And I was out of breath. Before the movie started, I was like, oh no. Then I was out of breath. Then I had to go back down to use the bathroom. So I walked down the steps again, peed, walked back up the steps. Bro, I said, listen, I wouldn't even make it past the previews. They would have kicked me out early.
Let's talk about steps. So I went to the game yesterday, right?
The
And we
Bucks
bought
game.
it was a spur of the moment thing, right? So when they hit me up, said, "Yo, let's buy tickets." Da, da, da. So I was, all right, cool. I was like, well, let's just buy whatever tickets we could get, not too expensive. So we bought it was like $85. So
Right, right.
we literally was the row before the last row all the way at the top.
I saw
So
that.
I've been to the game. I've been to the game a couple of times. So I know you got to walk up the stairs a little bit, but I didn't know that our seats were far away too high from where you enter at.
Yes.
Because usually when I walk up, is a couple steps and then we right there, bro. When I tell you my big ass couldn't get all the way up the stairs in one shot, I literally had to stop twice, bro. So like later on in the game, I see like the older people, because people come late.
Right.
So we've been there the whole time. So the other people come, the guy walks up, the old guy, he's telling him, he's like, man, 76 steps. I just counted all of them. And I'm like, yeah. I had to stop, bro. I was looking at Tino and them like, yo, give me like 5 minutes, I'm gonna come, but I could not make it on them damn stairs. And then halftime come, everybody get out their seats to go use the restroom and
I'm
shit like
gonna
that.
wait.
I yeah, I stood there. I was there the whole game. I think that's why I don't feel good, bro, because I was in that sun all day for the 4 hours.
No, listen to me, bro. Because Bad Bunny had a show in that same stadium, the Buccaneer Stadium. Was that the home opener?
Yeah, the home opener.
Okay, yeah. He had Bad Bunny had his concert when he was doing Un Verano Sin Ti, right? And I bought tickets for me and my baby cousin. These tickets are $360 each. So
Damn.
$360. My uncle called me. He's like, "Hey man, listen, if you buy the tickets, I'll make sure to pay you back, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "All right, bet." So I get the tickets. We go in there together, and I see that the seats that I got were the exact seats that you sat in, all the way up there in the nosebleeds of the nosebleeds. When I got up to the escalator that goes up from the bottom floor to like the fifth floor, like the eighth level, you know what I mean? Like that really long one.
Mm.
I got up there And I go to my baby cousin. I'm like, I can't do it. I got such a fear of heights that I literally could not get on the escalator. And so she was like, or when I
Wait,
got to,
the concert was at Raymond James
yeah, it was at Raymond James.
last night?
No, bro, the concert, it was just like a year or two ago, 2 or 3 years ago,
Oh,
when he did the last
my
album.
bad, bro.
Yeah. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like I had the same seats that you guys were sitting in. That's why when I saw the picture, I knew exactly where you were. That's why I wrote Bobby and I was
Yeah.
like, yo, those seats are scary. And so I can't make it up there. I get up to the level where the boat is, right? I'm
Mm.
calm, I'm cool at the boat. And I couldn't make it any higher. I almost start crying. I'm a baby, right? I was like, yo, I can't do this. And my cousin's like, come on, man. You my big cousin. You're supposed to protect me. I'm like, you gonna protect me because I'm gonna pass out. And so we went to the
Mm.
customer service. And then I go to customer service. I'm like, hey, customer service. My baby cousin is super scared. Look at her back there. She's crying. She's the one that cannot go up there. She didn't realize that it was that high. She has a horrible, disabling fear of heights. And they were
That's
like,
me, bro. I was shook. I had to tell them they had to move out the row, so I was like, "Y'all move out the row so I could get in, because I'm gonna need to hold on to the
I'm
seats
holding
while
on.
I'm
I'm
walking."
crawling like I'm crawling up the stairs like a baby that never seen steps before. But you know what they did though? The people at the concert were like, "Oh, no worry about it. Here, here's here's 2 passes to go to the 100 level. Don't worry about it. What we normally do is we buy about 200 tickets for people who have a disability and don't realize that a wheelchair can't go up there. So here you go. We don't do this very often, so don't try this too often." And then
Yeah,
they allowed me there, and we got good seats. And then yesterday,
bro.
go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, no,
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say yesterday I went to another concert for Anuel Double A, and we went over there.
Double A.
Yeah, we went over there. It was a media pass. Like I went in there as press, and
Yeah.
the seats were dumb high too in the 300 level. So I'm like, damn it, here we go. But it's a smaller stadium. I'm not too worried. I'm still scared, but whatever. I go up to the escalator and there's a row of people on the table, and they're like, "Come over here. Hey, we we sold out and we closed up that area up there, so we're gonna give you new tickets." They gave us tickets in the 100 level again. So, bro, I was right next to the
Mm.
catwalk where homie was walking and talking. Like I was probably 10 people away. I was like, oh, this is the best day ever. I love concerts. So yeah, I gotten lucky twice. Cause that Bad Bunny ticket for being $365 to be up there in the nosebleeds is
Mm.
ridiculous. It makes no sense in the world.
Yeah, that's too much money, bro.
That's nuts.
But
So
the game was good. Like, we was up there, but I like the third level. Like, I've been to the third level a couple times, but a little bit like lower.
right,
Those are good seats, 'cause you get to see the whole field. I feel like if you're too close, you can't see, like, if the team go into the towards the goal, you can't see what's happening,
right.
like
Did
the defense type
did
shit.
you get to did you have like binoculars? Because I remember I used to go to games as a
Uh,
kid with binoculars, and I could be like, oh,
I was gonna bring my headphones so I could hear the play by plays in my
right,
head.
that's true.
'Cause, like, Mike Evans got hurt, and then we didn't know what was happening on Mike, like, so, but then he ended up being out for the rest of the game
Right.
and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm kind of blind, so I was looking. It's cool, but it was some certain things I couldn't really see.
Yeah. Was that your first game
Yeah.
ever? Like at the stadium?
No, it's been like I think it's my fourth game,
I bet. That's cool.
but I've been recently going. My whole life, I like, as a kid, teenager, I didn't go to the games.
Yeah.
I think my first game was with Chelsea's dad.
That's cool.
This one we was still sorry. So, like, he bought, like, a level 2 club seat ticket, so, like, it's the middle,
Yeah.
and then they got, like, you can walk inside of the inside of the stadium, like, it's an indoors
Yep.
area.
Yep.
I like just there's indoor where they got the boxes, the box seats and shit. But then the same level they got like the 200 level seats, and we was there for the Giants game. So, and her family's all Giants fans,
I
so
know
it was
you
like
went to go
me
see the
and
Jets, and I'm over here like I like the jerseys though. The green, that was cool. But
yeah.
no
But it was
worry.
cool. Like that, they had the retro stuff going on, the retro uniforms, the cheerleaders was in the retro
Did
outfits,
you get
the
anything?
whole sound.
You got some
Oh yeah,
merch?
I got bucket hat. I got a rag, and I bought a drink, because most of the time when you buy drinks, they come in souvenir cups.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to make sure I got the souvenir cup. And then my favorite part of the game though was the DJ because since it was a throwback game, they had like Michael Jackson playing New Edition. They had like the Bee Gees. They had Al Green. Bro, I was jamming the whole time. It was all old school. They should just keep it like that. I was at Bobby and them. I was like, they should always just play throwback music. Like
Yeah,
everybody know all the songs and shit. Like
that's cool.
yeah, it was dope.
That's
That was
cool.
dope.
All right, let's get into it. It's been a minute, been 20 minutes. We running a little long, but you guys already know. Listen, we've been gone 2 weeks, so this is gonna be an extra good one. First topic of conversation will come from Dro. What are we talking about?
Well, we do want to try this new thing, right, with the video. So I wanted to check out the Anaconda trailer.
Okay, so we're gonna do a little trailer reacts. This is
Uh,
we're gonna attempt to do something a little different. There's been a couple trailers that have come out for movies and whatever. You guys have probably seen it. I haven't seen it yet, so this is gonna be a live reacts for me for both of these videos that we're gonna do. We're doing Anaconda and we're gonna do the Mandalorian and Grogu. Or how is it
yeah,
Grogu and
yeah.
Mandalorian? Bet.
Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Noted that I have not seen season 3 or whatever. So we're gonna see
Yeah.
when I watch this trailer if I should watch it because I'm missing something, or if it's just gonna be its own standalone, whatever. So let's get into it and see how this works. If we get taken down, now we know not to do this next time. But let's try it.
I don't want to wait, man.
Doug, what are you talking about?
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
Wait,
What?
You do you remember the first one?
it's gonna be the adventure of a
Yeah.
lifetime. We've dreamed of making this movie ever since we were kids.
What does it cost to get this thing made?
$2.5 million.
We've approved a loan for up to $9,400.
Yes.
That's facts. The way that works, bro. You had a budget. That's yeah.
Run and gun.
We need a riverboat, a script, a snake handler, and a real snake.
Claire, you and I'll star in it.
I love you, Derek.
Kenny, you shoot it. Here we go. Doug, you direct.
Action!
Low key kind of inspiring.
Next to the snake.
Oh, they killed the snake?
Oh.
Well, that ruined the whole movie. There we go. Movie done.
Anaconda. And we no longer have a snake for our snake movie.
Right.
We have to go out in the jungle and find another one.
An untrained snake. Yeah, they bugging.
What is that?
Oh my.
God.
I knew they would have this song.
Jungle, and we are being hunted.
We're going to get taken down because of the song alone.
Now we die. It's okay, you're safe. I'm here.
Oh.
Oh.
Keep rolling.
He's dead.
What are we gonna do?
What if we use Doug as bait to get back to the boat?
That's a really smart idea.
That's nasty.
I'm not sure he would have wanted this.
I know this is Jack Black's idea.
Right. It killed me.
I think he checked his balls. He did. Doug, he's right behind you. What the hell is on my back? It's a long story.
What's on my back?
Yo.
Huh. Hold on, bro. What the hell was the
There was
first?
actually yeah,
What?
no, so it was actually two Anaconda movies. I don't know if they made like a you know how sometimes they get rights to the movie and they make like a B list movies and shit like that, but there's actually two Anaconda. The first one was Ice Cube and J
That's
Lo.
what yeah.
That's and then the second one was like they was going into the jungle to find this flower because the flower was curing like cancer and everything. So it was like a whole bunch of researchers went into the jungle, and then one of the guys ended up being the bad guy because he wanted the shit to himself type shit. So that one was cool too.
So is
Not
this a
as good as the first
sequel?
one.
This is a sequel to Anaconda
No,
1?
bro, this shit. I don't know who gave them the rights to the Anaconda like
Name.
thing, bro. I don't know. I don't know how. I gotta do research on this movie because when I seen it and I was like Jack Black and Paul Rudd and it was a comedy, I'm like,
This is
oh
not the
no.
first movie at all. It's
Nah, yeah, no, I don't think it ain't got shit to do with one or two. This is
They just got the
totally.
name. They were like, "Yo, let's pay a lot of money just for the name." That's crazy. Yeah, because I'm looking at it like I don't remember the first movie. It had J Lo in it. I know that Ice Cube survived or something. Like I don't even remember the first movie. But I was like, it wasn't funny, and it wasn't about them making a movie. Hold on. So this movie is them inspired by the Anaconda movie with Ice
The
Cube,
kind of
and they
movie.
want to make it. They want to remake the movie.
Yeah, but it's just called Anaconda. It's not like it's like making a Anaconda movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like a
Anaconda, the
play on
making of.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Anaconda. Like it's like they're rebooting it.
Oh, they got to, bro. But the two actors, and it was a real diverse cast. But back then, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't expect this movie. Jack Black is just doing whatever the hell he wants at this point. So
Yeah, I know a lot of that was his idea. Like
the
the whole
whole movie's
pig,
got to be his
tie
idea.
the pig up to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, are
Yo,
you gonna watch that day one? Is that like or are you gonna watch
I'll
wait?
probably, I'll probably not day one, but I'll probably see it like the weekend.
Okay.
Like if it's like I'm pretty sure if it's like the only thing out that week or whatever, I'll probably definitely go see it.
Yeah. It looks good. I guess.
I'm gonna send my dad that trailer because my dad loves J Lo.
Yeah. Right.
Anything J Lo's in, that's his favorite person. So
Of
like
course.
anything J Lo's in, so I'm gonna send him that shit. He gonna be like, this ain't this fucking
He's like,
Anaconda.
what is this nonsense?
Yeah,
But it's funny they got the Anaconda song on there, but the Anaconda version, like that was the Nicki Minaj
the
version.
throwback, the
No,
throwback one.
nah, I felt like that was a Nicki Minaj beat, wasn't it? I don't know.
Well,
But
she got it's the old song.
oh yeah, she sampled it, but I think they didn't use the
Yeah.
sample. I think they sampled the Nicki Minaj version.
That dun 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 dun
Yeah,
dun 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 dun.
that's cool. All right, let's go check out this next trailer of a movie to a sequel to a show that I haven't even seen. Let's check it. So he's outside of the crib. He can walk and talk now.
Yeah, he could do a whole bunch of shit.
Does he talk
He damn
backwards?
near, he damn near a Mandalorian now himself.
Oh, that's she's from Aliens. Sigourney Weaver, right?
Yep.
Is she in the show?
Oh no,
The production of the show is really high, and this looks like the show, which is not a bad thing.
it just looks like the show. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not a bad thing. Why would they make this a? Why would they make this a movie instead of another season? That answered my question. So I wonder, is this going to be like season 4?
I don't think it's a good idea, bro. Because like, I mean, a lot of people gonna go see it because of the Star Wars name.
Right.
But
My fault. That was the next video that started to
oh,
play.
I was like, damn, you got some new sound effects. Um, I don't think it's a good idea because, like you said, it's the same visual effects, like especially like the episodes where they do like, all right, this is gonna be the big episode, so we're gonna need all the CGI, all the money going to this episode,
Right.
which that's what that is, because the movie's gonna be an hour and a half, almost 2 hours or whatever like that. They could have just
Made it a 2-part episode.
yeah. So I hope they don't do like a whole release in the theaters and then next week is on Disney Plus.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they're going to do. Yeah. Yeah, especially now, bro, listen, one of those things that I was going to put as our notes was but it's too topical right now, was the fact that Disney stock has gone down and all the controversy, and so they want people to subscribe to Disney Plus. You know what I mean? So I feel
Yeah,
like
the news that came out today was that Disney's putting Jimmy Kimmel back on.
yeah, people like that and people don't. And now people are like, oh, well, if they do, then whoever shows it in their city, that company that sponsors don't even show it, put something up. It's a whole big deal. I don't even want to talk about it, but it
I mean, we could talk about it a little bit because it was a lot of the directors, big directors, and a lot of actors saying they're not going to do what they was planning on doing, like they fulfilling their contracts until they had put
and
Kimmel back
and
on
that's the
TV.
reason. That's the reason why they're doing it. So they might bring him back, but the local networks, like the local Chicago, Disney Channel or whatever, the people who sponsored them to be in Chicago or Tampa or whatever, they still have say so to be like, all right, nah, you could put him on and over there, but over here we're gonna show reruns of, Seinfeld or Simpsons or something. So they still could do that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's just crazy.
it's pretty nuts, bro. It's dangerous out here for sure. All right, but those two trailers ain't bad.
It's getting dangerous out here. You
It,
can't say nothing.
no, you can't know nothing. Listen, Unlikely Geeks is too in its infancy to start trying to be too controversial. We love everybody and everything. Cool. Um,
Oh man.
but nah, I don't know, man. I think those two trailers, they were cool. I feel like there was another trailer that I wanted to see, but we'll see. If this doesn't get taken down, we'll do
What
it
was it?
again. I don't remember. But I want to see if this video gets taken down and I got to make some edits to put it on YouTube, or if it goes through, or we get flagged by Twitch, for doing that. But I feel like people do it all the time. They have reactions, so hopefully
Mhm.
we are all good. All right, what's next? What are we talking about? What is the next big news? It's been 3 weeks. I know that there's been a lot going on. I don't have my phone. I have no idea where my phone is. So I cannot help you today with the notes. My phone is
So
over
we're
there.
gonna talk about this new movie they're working on called Slime, and it's anime inspired sci-fi film, and it's starring Kid Cudi, Willow Smith, John Boyega, Anna Swy, John Cho, and Tiana Taylor. And then right, they don't. Wasn't it Homeboy that played or was that just John Boyega?
Okay, hold on. So it's a movie called Slime, and it has all of the big actors in it. Is it like a Ghostbusters
It says it's a sci-fi anime inspired movie, sci-fi
anime,
film. So I got it. So I got the plot here. Anime inspired. So
like
it
Creed
says,
3?
s- yeah. So it says set in a too near future, Slime follows Muna, played by Willow Smith, an optimistic but broke young woman who signs up for a paid clinical trial only to be injected with a mysterious creature slime that unleashes destructive powers she can't control. On the run, she kidnaps Glenn, the lab worker who injected her, and the two set out on a perilous odyssey to a crumbling dystopian world in search of refuge and a cure. But as the clock runs out, is Muna is Muna transforming into humanity's worst nightmare or its last unlikely savior?
Hey, I'm gonna
And
trademark the word unlikely.
and then it's set to feature the soundtrack by Kid Cudi.
Kid
It says
Cudi's
the
not
film is
in it.
described. He's in it, and he's
Okay.
gonna have the track list. It says the film is described as an anime-inspired pre-apocalyptic sci-fi monster flick with retro video game aesthetics.
That sounds cool. I mean, it sounds like a lot. It sounds like him. All right. Another thing I wanted to say about him. It is a big budget idea. Like that idea what you just explained for Slime sounds like it's gonna cost $1 bajillion. They're gonna have $100,000, $200,000. They're not gonna have a budget. I
Yeah,
get.
because I'm saying like I know it's Willow Smith, but Willow Smith, like they said, she's not Zendaya.
Facts.
Her to be the star.
I mean, maybe this is what is trying to get her to be the star. You saw what happened to Jaden. Jaden was in uh, Karate Kid, and that made him a superstar. And then he made After
Yeah,
Earth.
this could make her a star, and then her next movie will be the one to make her a movie star.
Right. Or it could ruin her entire career. Because I don't think she's been in.
Damn.
I don't think she's been in anything movie wise. I think only her brother and her dad were the ones doing movies. She was doing music, and then she stopped. I don't think she's been in movies.
I don't remember her being in any movies.
But the fact that it has all the other people in it around her, the supporting cast, I think that's going to be a pretty big deal.
I was telling you, it sounds like Lucy to me. You know, Lucy, they put the drugs in her body, and then they end up cracking inside her body, and then she gets all these powers, and then
Well, Lucy was
she's
like Limitless.
yeah, like limitless. But I'm saying with them injecting her with these things and her getting powers that she can't control.
Yeah. Have you
Type,
ever done a
you
clinical
know,
trial of anything?
no.
I think I have. I think I signed up for a clinical trial of something. I think I got either a placebo or I didn't go to it. Like my memory's bad. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I did it and now I have bad memory. And and they just erased my mind. And I think you froze. Unless you just standing
No,
there.
no.
Oh, man. Yo,
I was
you had me worried. I'm like, oh.
I'm trying to see what you about to say.
No, bro. I don't remember what the trial was, but I remember because I used to sign up for anything, bro. You give me, there was some money involved. I was like, yo, let me try this out. I'll try it. I ain't scared. What's it gonna do? I don't know. I probably did.
I remember like our first job when we had to like hand out like flyers and try to
Yeah.
talk
Sign
about the
spinning.
houses.
Yeah.
Some shit. Yeah, I remember. I mean, we got fired because they said we was playing around. They was watching us in the parking lot, and we would do like y'all not even working.
Nah, listen, we would be spinning signs and passing out flyers, and then we'll have a stack that we get paid regardless. So we just got to get rid of them, and with the rest of the days off, we'd take a stack this big and throw it in a pickup truck and leave it there and run
Yeah.
away or throw them out.
Try to put them on like the windshields and
Yeah.
shit like that because they wanted us to talk to the people coming out the grocery store.
Yeah, but we'll get kicked out of the grocery stores and the malls, and they'll be like, yo, we're going to call the cops on you. I'm like, but this is a job. Like, somebody else hired me. Don't arrest me. And we was kids. Yeah.
Yeah, we was kids.
Yeah, but I don't remember. Why do I remember a clinical trial so much, but I don't remember what it was about? I'm worried now.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's crazy.
I'm kind of worried, bro. Maybe this is all something in my head, but I don't know. I'm pretty worried. What's the next story? Let's stop talking about this.
The next story we're gonna talk about is the live action Sims movie. Will be inspired by the Lego movie and Barbie.
Yeah, they still haven't done. They were supposed to do the Barney movie. They were supposed to do the Hot Wheels real life action movie. What else did they say? Like every toy was supposed to get something, and now they're gonna do the Sims. And that's a video game.
Which I think it's just weird. Like, if they're gonna do a real life Sims, ain't that just a real life drama?
No, because they don't speak in normal tongue. They like they be saying whatever. So
if they do that, that's gonna be hilarious.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be a stoner movie now that you said.
Yeah. So I think the only way they could make it happen, especially if it's like Barbie, they gotta have somebody in the Sims in like normal world, or they gotta have real people with normal talking, and then you're gonna have one character that's being controlled, and he has this little diamond above his head, and he's speaking gibberish, and fire happens. He's like, ah, fire, ah, ha, ha, like it's got to be like that. That's the only way to do it, because you
Super
can't.
goofy.
Yeah, it's got to be to the extreme, and it's got to be gibberish. It's got to be that green diamond. It's got to be It's got to be like fire happening just in one little location, and then people around it are like, "What are you doing? Like, why is there a fire just around you?" Like that's how I would
Shit
do
disappearing.
it. Right.
Like shit disappearing in the house
And
and
moving.
things changing around
Yeah.
them. And
All of a sudden
they
you're
being
pregnant and
moved.
have a baby. Like
yeah.
it's got to be like that. Why do we always do that? No, when we talk about anything, we always create the movie in our head, and it always ends up being better. Like my version of him was better than him. You know what I mean?
It'll be funny too. Like it'll be even more funnier if it's like almost like Jumanji. So like it's the Sims world, but then there's like a real life person accidentally inserts themselves into the Sims
They could
world.
do that.
So now they're dealing with people that look like them, but they're jibber jabbering, like a whole bunch of crazy shit happening.
Yeah, they could do that.
So you listen, I'm me and you, and he's like, like that'd be funny as fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to be something like that. There's no way they could just make it a regular movie, because you're right. It'll just be a drama, a comedy, whatever they do. I mean, Sims 4 has been going on for like 10, 12 years, bro. They don't even want to make a new one because
Yeah, they keep. I see all TikToks all the time. People, doing their own. You know how they do the Grand Theft Auto
RPG.
like the
Yeah.
RPG clips and shit. They're doing that same thing with Sims.
They've been doing that for years, bro. And people have spent so much
Yeah.
money because they go college days, Sims pets, Sims baby, Sims astronaut. So there's so much that people have spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on that game, and they're like, we can't make a new one because you'll lose everything.
Do
So,
you think it'll be as 'cause people all right, people didn't think Barbie was gonna be that big.
oh no, people
Even
thought
though
Barbie was gonna
I
be that big.
did.
Yeah,
Well, no, let me people didn't think Barbie wouldn't be a good movie. Being big, yeah, because it's Barbie and you'll have it's a girl date. Like it was just a whole bunch of let me take my daughter, my mom,
right,
my auntie. It was a whole
right.
bunch of girls. And people that like
Hey,
Barbies.
bro,
I'm not
listen,
gonna
I don't like
it's,
Barbie. I saw the
it's
movie. I
2025.
saw the preview event like before the movie came out because that's
Yeah.
just me. I saw it.
Yeah. But do you think this will be up there with Barbie?
I think it's gonna go the same. I don't think it's gonna go Minecraft level. I don't think it's gonna go Barbie level. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a B movie. I don't think it's gonna be like a movie, like a grade A top tier film. I think it's gonna be a B level movie, like almost what would be a little better than straight to DVD. I can't think of a movie that would be like. I think it'd be like a Lego
I was
movie,
gonna
like a
I
Lego
was gonna
2.
say I was gonna say it could be a big movie if they end up casting a lot of big people.
I don't know, man. Because even then, a
Because
lot
The
of
Sims
this,
is a big game and they got money, you know?
but I think that turning these IP like storyless things and making a story out of it is getting a little old. Legos don't really have a story, so they made a story for this film. Barbie doesn't really have a story. They made a story. Um, what else? Minecraft kind of has a story, but doesn't really have a story. They created a story. I think this is gonna be one of those. It's not like they're doing split fiction. That's a video game, a
Yeah.
story video game of two people, and they're making a movie about that. You know what it is. Here, I think I don't know. I feel like it might be a little old because what else can you do? Like you said, are we going to go into the Sims world? Are the Sims world coming into our world? We've seen that in Barbie. We've seen that in other stuff. A fish out of water movie. We is it going to be the college days DLC Sims? We've seen that in every college movie from American Pie to who knows what else. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think they should do a whole bunch of comedians.
Yeah. I mean, you got Street Fighter coming out. That has a story, but who knows what the hell this story is going to be with. And they have so many actors in it. People might get tired of all these actor-heavy movies that really don't mean much. I don't know. We'll see what happens in 2026. So,
Yeah, well. All right, next topic. Zach Krieger says his Resident Evil film is an entirely original horror story, like his previous films, just set in the game's universe. He says, I don't think fans of the games are going to be bummed. What do you think?
yeah, he's making his own version of it. Just this week, I think today actually, or this week, this Friday, Silent Hill F comes out. Video game based on the Silent Hill movies. Silent Hills, the guy goes up to the city, tries to find his wife. Whole place is
And
covered
this
in
was
fog.
based in like Tokyo, right? In
Yeah.
Japan?
Yeah, this was in Japan, and you play as a Japanese schoolgirl and her friends and all this stuff. And that's just like what this movie sounds like. Same IP name. You're going to have the smoke. You're going to have the scary creatures, but it's completely different. And that's what he's saying he's about to do. You'll have probably the green and the red plants. You'll probably have Wex, somewhere in there. You'll probably have the Raccoon Corporation, Raccoon City, and whatever the corporation is. You'll probably have all of that in there, but the story is going to be different. You're not going to have, what's his name, Leon. You're not going to have Chris. You're not going to have all these characters that are. So it could be cool, but he got to be real cocky and confident to think that his idea is going to be that idea, because he's not
Yeah.
part of the original team. Same thing that's
Yeah,
happening.
or it's going to feel like a regular zombie movie.
It's a regular zombie movie that just happens to be set in Raccoon City, or happens to know. You might hear the guy say, "Oh yeah, I used to be a cop. I worked with this guy named Leon, and he protected the president's daughter, or something like that." So, if that's what he's gonna do, cool. I don't even like scary movies like that, and I'm sure this is gonna be scary. So we'll see. This is the same guy that did Weapons, right?
Yep.
So the next story with him that you just shared with me was that he's officially making that prequel to Weapons, right? With the character that I probably don't even want to say here because it's still kind of a spoiler to the Weapons movie. You know, they teased it. We heard the rumors. We may have talked about it, but it's official. And he's like, "Oh, it's not going to disappoint. It's not going to disappoint. It's actually going to be the real deal." And I'm just like, why even? I don't know. I'm less excited for that, especially because I was so disappointed in Weapons. I kind of am disappointed in that guy. So I'm maybe not. I might not be that excited for the Resident Evil movie. You know, because if his stuff is supposed to be the comedy infused, I don't think Resident Evil is that funny of a game.
No, definitely not, bro.
You know, so is he going to be throwing in there? Is it? Oh, even that. Resident Evil 7, 8, and 9 are completely different than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now they're coming out with Resident Evil 9 or 10 or whatever the new one is. That one, that was mad different than all of those. So which version is he taking? We'll see. I let creatives create. You know, I like it. At least something new's happening and people talking about video games. So
yeah, he's on a roll right now, so he's trying to see how far he could stretch his abilities.
Yeah, don't stretch too far and ruin your name. I feel like him might ruin Jordan Peele's rep because people are not taking to the fact. Like I'm arguing with people on Facebook all day. It's like, yo, Jordan Peele had nothing really to do with this. This is not his movie, and they're like, what? I argue with people all day. Those are the arguments I like. You know, those are the arguments I like.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with Jordan Peele. It was literally just him promoting him because it's under his production company. So, you know.
But his name's on there. I don't see the director's name on that movie at all. He's in the bottom.
Yeah, they said. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. They said the poster. He's like at the bottom, faded in the poster.
Yeah, he's one of those little credits that you have like a million words on the bottom. Yeah, they disrespected the heck.
Yeah,
out of
because
that
I
guy.
was already disappointed with with Nope. Nope was like.
Well, that was directed by Jordan Peele. Yeah.
It was what I'm saying. So it's kind of like two negatives for me already. If we just had to talk about production, because he is part of his production. So, because Nope was cool. Nope was cool. It was kind of creepy until like they actually told what the story was about, and I was like, all right, this is dumb.
Yeah. He also did Twilight Nights. What's the name of that show? Back in the day, started with a T.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, Twilight Nights. He did Twilight Zone, and that didn't work all the way. I mean, nobody bats 100, but you're right. He is not batting 100. You know, 100. His name is still the biggest because of Get Out and because of Up. Or, well, not Up. Out. No. What was the second one?
Ryan Coogler's batting.
It took his spot. I think Ryan Coogler took his spot. Where he was supposed to be, I feel like he's overcome. But what is the name of the movie before I sound stupid? It was Get Out, and the other one was Us.
Us, yep.
Okay.
Get Out, Us, Nope. Yeah. And Nope, yep. And then he teased the movie a long time ago at Comic-Con where all he did was show the date of the movie. Literally it was like June something or something like that. And we still don't know what that movie about. All he did was tease the date.
And people are hype.
So he's working on something right now, so.
Oh, another thing, they say him a lot, but the movie was supposed to be called GOAT. But they can't call it GOAT because there's an animated movie by Steph Curry that he's making an animated movie called GOAT. And it's about
I seen a poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen a poster at a movie theater.
So around the world, him is called GOAT. But in America, it's called him.
Okay.
But those are the facts I like to drop here on Unlikely Geeks. Follow and like and subscribe.
All right. The last topic I have on my list, we're going to talk about DC for a minute. It says Matt Reeves says the villain of the Batman Part 2 has never really been done in a movie before. And in my opinion, I put down here, maybe it could be Hush or The Court of Owls.
Hold on. So he means film in general, or does he just mean live action film? Because both of those have been in those animated movies. The
animated movies, yeah. I think just like the main movies.
He's live action.
Yeah. and it's like not known to like the big public because like Hush and Quarter Owls for geeks they know
Yeah.
what that is. Also says Matt Reeves confirms the Batman Part Two is a DC Elseworlds project and not in the DCU. So they confirm it so everybody could stop thinking and having their opinions of oh it's gonna be Boy from Twilight. No, it's not. It's a different Batman we're getting. And then now I put that James Gunn says he is close to casting Batman. He even said that there's a big superstar that he's talking about casting as Batman, but he's not sure. But he if he could have it his way, he's gonna cast the big superstar. Um
And
and
who do you think
Gunn,
it is?
Gunn says
Who do you think it?
uh it ain't gonna be Alan Richmond because they already
They already said no.
crossed that. Yeah, he already said no. He said he got something else for him.
It is
Jake Gyllenhaal.
The Rock.
Oh hell no. No, I would like to see Jake Gyllenhaal though. It's an older Batman. So, cause they throwing Robin in older Rob. I mean Robin's already Nightwing.
Right.
So Nightwing's already there. We're gonna have Damian, so it's gonna be Batman and it's gonna be him and his son.
But
So if we get Jake Gyllenhaal, we get that older Batman.
I might get homie confused. But wasn't Jake Gyllenhaal the cop in Batman Dark Knight Rises or Falls or the last Dark Knight? Was that
No, no, no. You
yeah?
thinking of
Who am I thinking of?
the guy
Yeah.
that end up they teasing to be Robin in the Dark Knight universe?
No, bro. In the Batman Begins, Batman Forever, or Batman Rises,
Oh, but
Dark
they
Knight.
ain't got shit. But if he, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing though.
But that he was supposed to be Robin. That was like the tease at the end of that movie. Was that his?
Oh no. Then that's what I'm talking about. It's a different guy. He looks like the guy from Jeepers Creepers a little bit. Let me see.
Dang, bro, you
Batman,
gotta see. This is where you gotta show me that
Dark
because
Knight.
I be forgetting these guys' names, and I don't got my phone to cheat.
No, yeah, the guy that it was teasing to be Robin is a different kid.
No, I'm
Um,
talking about who you just said was supposed to be play Batman. I,
oh,
I need a smaller computer. Dark Knight. Dang, when you type the Dark Knight, the third movie does
John
not show.
Blake. John Blake character from Dark Knight. Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
That's who I'm thinking about because
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
he was supposed to be the
It,
Robin, and I thought he was gonna
in
be
Dark Knight.
Batman. Yeah,
No,
got you.
Jake Gyllenhaal is bro that played Mysterio in Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah.
That played in Roadhouse.
That's who I was
That was
picturing in my head.
good. That was good. Roadhouse was fire,
They're
bro.
making it a second one. But that's who
Did you watch it?
yeah. Jake
He was fighting
Gyllenhaal
Conor McGregor and
right.
shit. That was so good, bro.
Jake Gyllenhaal is who I pictured in my head. Joseph
Yeah,
Gordon-Levitt is just who I thought when I don't know. Both of them hit at the same time. That was a crazy
yeah.
picture. But you know what I mean. All right, bet. Continue. My fault. You were gonna
So,
say
but
something
yeah,
else.
so no, I was gonna say yeah. So big time. If you had to ask me, big time movie superstar, definitely Jake Gyllenhaal, bro.
You think he
He
gonna
could
do
give you
that?
that. He could give you that. He could give you that sad. Hell yeah. Have you seen Nightcrawler when he was
Yeah.
like the
The
guy taking all the pictures and shit? And
investigator.
yeah, bro. Like yeah, he could definitely be the sad. And then like I said, Roadhouse, he was messing people up in that movie, bro. He could definitely thump.
Batman is Brad Pitt.
No, that's crazy.
Come
That's
on.
crazy.
He's supposed to
That's
be he's
crazy,
supposed to be
bro.
older. Brad Pitt still got the muscles. You know, he could
Yeah,
Brad Pitt and you talking about mega superstar? Who's bigger than Brad
yeah.
Pitt? It's Brad
No,
Pitt.
that's a good one, bro.
Yeah, listen. There's an app. There's an app called K something. I see the ads all the time. It's like, oh, you could bet that, this is happening here, and you could bet that this movie's gonna have a over 80 on price picks or whatever. You know what I mean? There's an app that you could
Yeah.
just bet on celebrities and stuff. I bet you that Brad Pitt over the guy you just said, Jake Gyllenhaal. All
Jake Gyllenhaal.
right, cool. I'll put 20 on my guy. That's what we're gonna do.
Cause I seen some AI. I seen some AI photo. I'm so tired, bro.
No,
I
listen, bro.
seen
Me
some
too.
I seen some AI photos of Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman. I'm like, yeah, he could just play that weathered down, beaten Batman that's tired of everything already, and
Yeah, that's the bad part with
yeah,
AI because they show the character in the suit, and you're like, oh man, dude that played Punisher could play Batman, and you're like, no, he really can't. But
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah,
But I do think there has to be somebody that is actually just like tall though, and I don't think Jake Gyllenhaal's tall.
yeah.
Uh, cause you gonna need Superman and Batman to be able to like level how Superman and um Lex Luthor same height, looking right each other in the eyes. I think you need that.
Speaking of
If you're gonna
that,
cast Wonder Woman too, Wonder Woman tall as hell too. So
right? Well, I heard the girl that they want to do for that was somebody popping. Oh man,
she's from Andor,
that's who I'm thinking of?
the Spanish girl.
Yeah, I was like, that's her. If it's not her, I'm not watching. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you can't tease us and then it end up being because then I seen them like no offense, my Caucasian people. I seen them trying to cast like these white girls as Wonder Woman. I was like, don't do that.
Right.
The facial features and stuff. That's not no Wonder Woman facial
If
features. You
she's in
need
the
something
Amazon,
else.
she got to be tan.
Yeah, yeah,
She
you
got to
can't
look
do
more like
that. Don't do
Dro than
that.
like Yambo. Like a Dro color,
Yeah.
not Yambo color. Yambo's a little too pale for that.
I'm being out in the sun, bro. All my Puerto Rican is popping right now.
And listen, I go play basketball maybe twice a year, and that's when I start looking like that,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. The
So yeah.
what's the name of it? You were saying you were saying something about Superman, and it clicked into my head that we never talked about the Superman sequel that they already
Oh
announced it.
yeah.
He said that the next Superman movie is coming out. Was it next year or 2027?
27.
So in 27, the sequel to the Superman movie that we just saw, is gonna be Luthor and Superman. That's the name of it, right?
Which I thought was kind of what Superman was anyways. Like it keeps saying it. It's like I thought the first movie was kind of the same shit. It was
No.
a lot of Lex Luthor in the beginning of the movie,
Oh
and then
yeah,
it was like Superman coming in and out. It was a
but
lot of like
yeah,
you
but
know
the fact is, Lex Luthor was a bad guy. In this movie, there's gonna be an even bigger bad guy. So Lex Luthor's like, Superman, I hate you, but I need you.
so they're gonna try to so they're really like buddy copping it in
Yeah,
the movie.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
And,
because I was like the
and
first Superman felt like it was a movie about Lex and Superman.
mhm,
Instead of a Superman dealing with Lex Luthor, it felt like it was one and two.
yeah, and I mean, Lex Luthor, he got paid more than Superman did in the Superman
That he
movie,
did.
a lot more. But I feel
Yeah.
like, but that's what the movie's gonna be. It's a buddy cop movie where they both hate each other, but they gotta go beat Brainiac or Doomsday
Yeah,
or
it's
whoever.
so I was gonna make that I was gonna make it a note, but I wasn't sure because it's just rumors. But he posted a picture today of the script and the
Ooh,
front of it says Superman. Well, it didn't say Superman because it's just Man of Tomorrow. So it says Man of Tomorrow, written by James Gunn, and then the picture that's on the script is a um person's head. No, all right. So if you're like a doctor and you studying the human
body,
body,
right?
and they show your head, they show the brain and everything inside. So it was that, but the brain wasn't a regular human's brain.
It was Brainiac's green brain. Was
It's not green, not green. It looked like some shit out of a book, out of
comic book.
a hospital book type shit of
Gotcha.
the diet, whatever. But instead of it being a regular brain, it was like this shit looked like a I don't know. It was crazy. Just weird. It was different than a human. It wasn't human,
No,
but it looked like a human.
that makes
Because
sense.
because Brainiac got the human form. He's just green.
Yeah.
He ain't got like tentacles and shit like that. He got shit coming out his arm, his head and shit. But so he was teasing that it was gonna be Brainiac
It's got to be
today.
Brainiac. I don't know, but you think they're gonna start teasing him a little bit, Brainiac, inside of the new Batman movie and whatever, or you think they're just gonna go and introduce Brainiac in 2027?
James Gunn was saying some shit where he didn't want to do how Marvel was teasing Thanos.
No,
Every
I'm not
end
saying
credit
yeah, not in the
had to
end
be
credit, but
something to
in
do
the
with
movie itself,
Thanos.
like within the movie, maybe in a
Yeah,
there's gonna be a newspaper article with Brainiac has escaped or something, and then you don't even notice it unless you actually notice it.
I don't think so. I think he's just gonna end up popping up in the movie.
Okay. The last thing that I want to mention before we get off of this like comic movie topic and we start getting into video games. Scary, scary news. We got it last night. It was like, I don't know if it was 1 or 2 in the morning while I was at the concert. I got an alert on my phone. Tom Harlan was Spider-Man. He's acting and doing whatever he's doing, and he hit his head in the concrete and like cracked his head, like my son did that one time. And he was in the hospital. They postponed the shooting of the movie about a week for him to recover. But like, that's crazy. What my thing is, they cast him because he's an athletic. He did backflips and did all this cool stuff. But they also have stunt doubles. And the stunt doubles are the ones that do all the stunts. So I always questioned, why did they even need him to audition and show off that he had these skills if he doesn't do his own stunts? So now I'm learning probably he does do his own stunts, but then what's the
They
point
do
of the
got
stunt
him.
double?
They do have him. They do have him doing like jumps. So like you'll see him doing like some of the rope jumps. Like if he jumping from the sidewalk to the car off jumping back into the street, or like if they just need him to do the little takeoff, well he about to shoot off with the web. He does those. So he put the mask. He kiss Zendaya, put the mask on, jump up in there. So if he had a fall and bust his head, it's definitely and he got a concussion. He ain't really. It wasn't like a super bad thing, but they said he cracked his head open.
That's what
So
I'm
it probably
saying.
was him jumping off a car or doing one of those web things, and something happened. And he bust his ass. But they said it was him and the stunt double hurt themselves.
Oh, they
So
probably
I wonder if it
collided.
was. Yeah, I wonder if it was a fight scene and he was fighting a stunt double for some other character, and they was jumping into each other and something
Yeah.
happened, or jumping off of something, and you
Yeah,
know.
listen, bro. Stunt doubling and doing your own stunts is dangerous. I wanted to be
They
an
could
actor.
have him not do any of that shit, and he could just like
That's my
those
point.
scenes where like if he gonna take off, they have him do that motion,
That
or because how they had Superman when they did Superman, the background videos of him like flying, it was just him like squatting, and then
right.
somebody else would come and do the shit.
You remember
So
the
they could just
Flash?
have him do that.
You remember the
Yeah, the
Flash TV
Flash.
show? They
Yeah,
literally had the homie do like start running in 20 different ways. And for the rest of the 20 seasons that they had, they used those same clips. He never ran a day in his life after the first 2 seasons. You know what I
yeah.
mean? This man has been Spider-Man for 10 years already. They probably have enough footage where that's crazy. But yeah, he hurt himself real bad. That was nuts to hear.
They say he cracked his head open. He got concussion. They're not filming it for like 2 weeks, I guess,
Yep.
because Doomsday just got finished. They were shooting Doomsday and his movie at the same lot, the same studio, same time. They were shooting this movie at the same time. So yeah, he probably was doing his movie, and he probably jumped into Doomsday if he's gonna end up being in this movie too. Do a couple scenes and shit. That's probably why they did it like that.
That ain't bad. I mean, well wishes. We need our boy. He got a bunch of movies, and I don't want no one to knock their head open, because that happened
Yeah,
to my
he, yeah,
kid.
he,
And it's scary.
he probably learning from that now. He's like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be jumping off the shit.
I'm not gonna do my own stunts no more. Hey, yo, come here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Even if it's just him jumping, no, don't jump,
yeah. We're
don't
gonna see
jump.
him in dramas for the next couple months. He'll be
Yeah.
doing nothing but dramatic movies.
Yeah, 'cause we gonna need him if it's like Secret Wars, like the comic books. He's the only superhero that remembers everything that happens during that whole shit. When all the worlds collide and combine, he's the only one that remembers that shit. Everybody else don't remember the Secret Wars.
Right.
So he's gonna be one of the main guys in the future. So
All right. Now let's jump into these last 3-4 topics that I got video game related. Instead of finding my phone, which is back over there, I pulled it up here on our group chat. I want to talk about something real quick, real small. Just shout out to my son, Fortnite aficionado. Fortnite, this for all the parents out there, will now allow your kids, or will now allow people to make money selling Fortnite products. So they could create their products just like a video game maker. They could create levels. And if more people start buying content in their level, then they make money. And for the first year, they make 100% of that profit. Now, they make 100%, but Xbox, iTunes, whatever, they take a cut. So they make 100% of the post-cut profit, you know? And then come next year or the year after that, whenever, I think it's one full year, they'll get 50%. But I'm telling you right now, as a parent, I'm going to beg my son to try it out. Because this is how they learn. This is literally free school to learn how to make video games right here, right now, and they can make a little bit of change. Now, you got to watch them. Don't have your kids just making some random nonsense and, you know, or scamming people. You got to watch out what they purchase. You know, always keep an eye on that. But I taught my kid how to code using Raving Rabbits, the video game code breaker or something. Like, he was learning how to move things together and make things move forward and backwards. You know, he didn't enjoy the game that much, but because he learned Fortnite. But these are the kind of things, like, really try to get your kids to start doing. Like, shout out to all the parents who do have their kids doing stuff like this. But you got Halo back in when we were younger, that if people made levels off Halo, made TV shows. Machinima started off of Halo, you know, people talking and making their own little TV shows off of that. And now those people are millionaires. You know what I'm saying? So get your kids started on this, especially if they can make a little dollar or two here and there. And that's definitely something I would recommend. Take a look at, learn with them, and make a fun little level. Me and my son played a level that was based in Puerto Rico. You know, it was a Puerto Rican island. They had these big columns, and in each column they had a different Puerto Rican thing. They had empanadilla, they had a domino table, they had, you know, the sombrero thing that the Puerto Ricans have made out of hay. You know what I'm talking about? And they had the little maracas. Bro, it was cool. I showed my mom, and my mom was like, "Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. You know
feel
what
me?
I'm saying.
You feel me?" You know, but they had the big flag, and somebody had to create that. They had the coquille, the little frog. So it's just cool. Have your kids do stuff like that. I'm just saying. Other game news. This one sucks for somebody like Dro, who doesn't have it yet. Or no, you do got it, right? You got the new Xbox, right?
Yeah.
The new Xbox just jumped up, I think, another $50. But it jumped up a couple months ago, another $50. It just keeps getting more expensive. So Dro, for the PlayStation, same thing's happening. So it kind of sucks because I want you to get the PlayStation. I want you to get God of War and all these games we always talk about. But it's just becoming more and more expensive 5 years in. That shit should be cheaper. It should be $200 less than it was 5 years ago, right? That's what, you know, a pattern would have you believe. But it's going up. So maybe it's like a stock. You got to buy it now because it's just going to go higher next time, you know? So buy it now. If you want it, buy it before Christmas because Black Friday, the deal is going to be $50 off, and that's going to be the same price that it is today. You're going to think that you're getting a deal, but no, you could have just bought it earlier, and you would have already had it by now. You're paying the same exact price. Watch yourself. What else? What else do I got here? Dying Light the Beast. We talked about all the games that came out this month, last month, and we're going to talk about all the games that come out in October next week. But Dying Light came out today and it's getting amazing reviews. I'm debating on whether I want to buy Dying Light, The Beast, or Borderlands 4. So those are the two games that I'm debating.
Is Dying Light the game where you got the flashlight?
The zombies, yeah. In the daytime, you jump in, it's parkour. So like you're jumping through here and there and blah, 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 over rooftops. And if you land on the ground, then there's more zombies on the ground. And at nighttime, all the zombies become extra strong. But I think in this game, you become a zombie too.
You need the flashlight, right? You need the flashlight.
Yep. And I think in this game, you become the zombie. And I think it's even scarier.
I seen the clip today of somebody was just like glazing like the rain.
Yes.
It's like the rain looks so good. I never thought I would love it. I was like,
yeah. And but like you keep saying the flashlight. Dying Light 2 came out. And instead of dark time was more like gray. so you can still see without having your flashlight. This game is pitch black. So if you don't have your flashlight and you're only seeing a circle of stuff, you're not seeing everything else that's around it. So it's extra scary. That's the only reason I haven't bought it yet. Because I'm like, do I want Borderlands, which is bright, colorful, and funny and cute and whatever, and, you know, a shooter? Don't want to get kind of scared playing this game. I kind of want them both. We'll see what happens next week.
Bobby said he likes Borderlands. He said him and Mikey and them are playing it.
We'll see? And they got a PlayStation, right?
Yeah, they got PlayStation.
I got to buy it on the PlayStation then. So, all right, that might answer my question. I might buy it on the PlayStation. And then play with my cousins who I didn't even know had the game yet. They don't be talking to me about games. Why? It make no sense. Metroid Prime 4, officially, they had a Nintendo Direct. They announced a bunch of Nintendo stuff. We didn't talk about that last week. They announced that the next Super Mario movie is going to be called Super Mario Galaxy. They're going to skip Super Mario World. We could have watched the trailer, but I don't have that pulled up. They also announced that Metroid Prime 4 is coming out December 4th. And that's like the big reason to get the Switch 2 other than Donkey Kong or Mario Kart. So this is like the third really big game to get. And
but one thing we didn't talk about though with the Nintendo stuff is like they casted Tom Holland, right? As Tom Holland?
Nah.
Oh no, that was a fan thing. But they did cast some girl for Link. Oh, and no, they did cast Zelda and Link, but
no, they didn't announce that.
So they casted. No, let me pull it right now.
They casted that months ago. Yeah, they casted
Link.
two people a long time ago.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, all right. So we get Mario, we got Sonic. Since they doing live action Zelda, you think we're gonna get Smash Bros?
Yes.
With a live actions Link and Zelda?
No, probably not. No, but they will have Mario. They're gonna have Sonic. They're gonna have.
But you need Link and Zelda and Smash Bros.
Yeah, they're probably gonna end up. I mean, the video game world of Zelda is different because they could go into a cave or whatever they're called in that game, and this cave could turn them into a cartoon. You know, this cave, or what is it called? A realm? No. A trial. I forget what it's called. Dang, why it's zooming in? Why is zooming in on you?
I have no idea, bro.
I'm like, oh, you just learned something dope, bro.
I have no idea, bro. I don't know why it's moving, bro. I ain't do nothing.
That's awesome.
I got one hand in my pocket and my other hand is on my lap.
That's so funny. All right, the last bit of news, because we gonna skip. The Emmys came out, bunch of shows that we watch and that you guys probably watch, won a bunch of Emmys. Shout out to all the winners. Shout out to the losers too. You guys were nominated. We've know a little bit about being nominated and not winning. So, the last bit of news that I want to say is, I think it's tomorrow or the next day, but Sony is coming out with a state of play. Same thing that Nintendo just did, announcing Mario and Metroid. Sony is doing it this week. And the rumor is they're going to show the first gameplay footage and fully officially announce the new Wolverine stuff. So the same people.
Maybe Blade.
I don't think Blade. Blade is a whole different game. Blade is a whole different game. Wolverine is made by Insomniac, same people who made Spider-Man 1 and 2, Marvel Spider-Man 1 and 2, and Miles Morales. And now they're making Wolverine. This got leaked unofficially, it got leaked a year and a half ago. And there was a lot of footage that came out. But I think they said the rumor is that this week, officially, they're going to announce it. If they do, hopefully it's coming out next year. It's going to be super dope. Also heard a rumor they might postpone Grand Theft Auto 6 again. If they do, it's going to come out November, December. That's what I've heard. So I don't want to end the show on a bad note, but that's what I heard. Dro, give me some happy news. Give me something, because I don't know what else we got to talk about, but that's the two most depressing stories that I could have thought of.
Oh, that's a good way to end the episode.
No, I don't want to end it like that, man. That sucks. That sucks.
Well, Peacemaker's all right.
Oh yeah, I've been watching it. I think I am I got
The next three episodes,
got half of the last episode.
James Gunn hasn't let nobody watch the episodes. Not the publicist, not nobody close to him. Well, probably his wife because she in the show. But he said these next three episodes, nobody know what the fuck's going on.
The
They
show's
sent the
getting wild.
first they sent the first 4 episodes to like,
Yeah.
bigger YouTube pages and shit like that. And they got to review it and all that. But some last 3 they said about to be some crazy revelations and characters in the DCU. So we might see Superman and man, if we see Lobo, that'll be crazy.
Oh, that would make the show extra hype if they finally showed the characters we've been waiting to see. That would be
Yeah,
nuts.
we see Lobo and Green Lantern, the new Green Lantern that's coming out, and like tease us what the Green Lantern show's about to be
I
about.
can't
That'd be
wait. That's my
fire.
favorite. I'm so excited for that show. You have no idea. The Lanterns. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
because they said that this Peacemaker is the prequel to Man of Tomorrow. So
Which means there's not going to be another season for 2 years of Peacemaker.
yeah,
That sucks.
because they're putting John in the movies. They're gonna be You're gonna be in a whole bunch of other shit. So
Right.
he retired from WWE just for this.
For
He
real?
ain't doing no more wrestling just for this. Yeah.
I mean,
He can't do both.
He's
He
retired 7
he
times.
already running. He running cricket in the show. He's like, my guy, you a superhero and you running. You got bad knees.
Yeah, me too. The other show that we got to watch. Have you been watching Gen 5, Gen V?
No, I do gotta watch Gen V though. I gotta catch up on that.
I started watching like 10 minutes, and then my son comes in. I'm like, you can't watch this show.
Oh yeah, you can't watch that one. No.
I was like, yeah, it's all right. Let me turn this off. He's like, Dad,
No.
can I hang out with you? I'm like, yes, sir. Yeah, you can. Come.
Did you see the Splinter Cell
Trailer?
teaser?
Yeah, of course, man.
That looked like the old school animated shows.
Yeah.
Like when my dad showed me the Spawn.
Yeah, kind of 3D, kind of
animated show, and that shit was like super TVMA. I was like, oh, this is what that reminds me of.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
There's a couple of things that have come out recently. I want to say has nothing to do with nothing. Inside USA on Netflix. If you know the Sidemen, Phantom.
Yeah, I seen the
all of
DDG
that.
episode.
Yeah, the DDG.
I mean, I seen the Phantom series and I see the DDG series.
Yeah, they did another one. So this season 3.
This
It started
Jay
last
Cinco
week.
in it.
Yeah, Jay Cinco's in it. I don't know who that guy is. I heard of him, but I know Valkyrie. I know Sketch. I know a couple of the people in there. But
It started already?
yeah, there's 3 episodes in. They're not doing day by day for some reason. I don't know if they drop 3 and then they're gonna release it week by week. But the next episode is on Wednesday. That show is just good TV, man. Like, imagine that. Here's
Yeah.
the concept, real quick. $1 million for the winner. 12 people, 7 days. $1 million for the last person standing. Except everything that you do throughout that day, you have to purchase using the $1 million winning. So if you want to get real good food, you got to spend $2,000 on a burger. Right? You want a pillow for your bed that you sleep on every night? $5,000 for a pillow.
DDG said that the money he won, he just gave it to the rest of the cast. He said he ain't taking none of the money. He's like $300,000 ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. I don't need it.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
need- he's like,
facts.
they need it.
Yeah.
He was like, they need it. I don't need it. So he literally just gave them the money.
I mean, that could be something you just say for the oral farming. Yeah, I learned these words.
Well, yeah, of course,
You
of course.
I learned these words, but I'm sure somebody would have called him out and be like, you ain't give me no money. You know what I mean?
He did say it was like a girl on there from last season or whatever that she really needed the money, and he made sure like.
Oh
he
yeah,
just gave her the money.
yeah, she was the loud girl. There's a loud girl in this one. What I love about this show is that you don't know who all these people are. They got a freaking basketball player in this one. Dwight Howard, I think, is in it.
Oh, see, he don't need the money.
He don't need the money, and
He don't need the money at all.
he don't need the money. And they talk about it.
I think they put it in there so he could spend the money.
They talk about it in the show. They're like, "Hey man, we might vote you out because you don't need it." And he's like, "The hell you mean? Of course I'll take the money. Like I could always use more money. You know what I mean? Like don't call somebody out for that."
Bro got a car. Bro got a car where the like the Maybach, like the logo will come out the front of the car, and he gets his ring and he touches the little thing and it turns the car on.
I think he
He
talks
touches
about
the
that
ring
car.
to the Maybach sign like this, tink, and the car turns on.
I think he talks about that car in the show. But it's just cool because you discover new people that you like. Like season 1, I didn't know who Specs was, but I like Specs. Season 2,
That specs is funny.
Specs is funny as hell. You know, so I love shows like that.
Who
It's
was
really
the
creative.
rapper that was in the he was in the first season with Phantom. He was the British rapper guy with the braids. Had the gold grill.
Yep.
He was in he
He
was
does a
in
lot of
the
boxing stuff.
show
He does a lot of boxing stuff.
he was in the show Supercell
Oh, was he?
on Netflix
I
where they
didn't.
the British people was getting the powers
I didn't know
with the
that.
yellow eyes, their eyes were turning yellow. He's in the scene like the club scene. He was like messing with the girls and the girl accident like killed them or some shit.
I think his
It
name
was
was
him.
Castro or something. It starts with
Yeah,
a
so
C.
he's in Supercell in that one episode. And I was like, oh, that's bro from Sidemen.
Yeah. I'm telling you, bro. I
Yeah.
love the Sidemen. The Sidemen literally are what I envision how we can grow and do cool things like that. Between kind of funny Sidemen, like there's a bunch of inspirations to what my vision of this
Oh,
is gonna be.
speaking of them, because Homeboy is in Sidemen, KSI.
Right.
You seen Javante Davis and Logan Paul?
Yeah. I saw that
You think it's
today.
gonna be a real fight, or
No.
you think it's just
No,
gonna
no,
be
no.
sparring?
It's an exhibition fight, so it don't count for nothing. And because it doesn't count for nothing, Tank is not gonna care about nothing. And again, this is content that you will see on the Unlikely Analysis weekdays.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
The likely analysis is hard. I like that.
It's the same thing, bro. It's gonna be a fight that don't matter for nothing. Paul is way too big for Tank. Tank is going to lose on purpose. It's not that he's going to lose because he's a worse fighter. He's going to lose because he doesn't care about boxing. He cares about the money. He is going to maybe try to knock him out for a round or two, but it's probably all already like, yo, listen, if you let me win, I'll give you another $1 million. You know, you let me win, I'll give you an extra $10 million right now because they got money, those Paul brothers. So he's like, if you knock me out, you might be that guy to finally knock me out, but I'm not giving you an extra 10 mil. So guess who's not going to try to knock him out? Exactly. So I think that's what's going to happen.
Or maybe he lets him knock him out because he's already tired of his boxing shit. He want to move on to some new shit.
Paul wants to stay in boxing. Tank is over boxing. Tank doesn't care about boxing. Once Tank almost lost to Roach, he was like, I'm out. Like, I don't care. Y'all are getting too close to, knocking me down from my pedestal. I'm just going to take my money and bounce. So this is him taking his money. He's going to make the most money he's ever made, and he's going to get the heck out of here. So that fight is going to happen on my mom's birthday. And so I've already told my mom, happy birthday. And I was like, yo, listen, Mom, I'm going to take you out to breakfast. I'll take you out to lunch. But for dinner, I got to be at home. Like, I got to watch the fight. We're going to have a great day. We're going to have a beautiful day. It's going to be all about you until about 6 o'clock. And then I got to go watch this fight. But knowing my mom, she wants to go to bed at 6 anyway. She don't be wanting people around that late anyway. Shout out, Mom.
Well, speaking of getting the heck out of here.
Hey, my boy getting with the transitions. I did that. I tried that. Yeah, man. It's been amazing. We back. This was a shorter episode than I thought it would be, but we ran through a lot of topics real quick. I will get back into the streaming of video games because do you watch the streams that I do, or do you notice that I do them? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to me about them. He doesn't like my gameplays. He don't think I'm that good. But I'll get back on those. It's just been a busy couple weeks with what we've been up to. The next game will probably be hopefully one of the 2 games that I've been thinking about purchasing. But we'll be back next week for sure at around 9:30 from now on, because I do have a baseball superstar prodigy. And until next time, man.
Wow, that's sad.
I was waiting. You take a little bit long. I was worried. I thought you froze again. I love this job. This is my favorite thing. Dro, I love you, man. People, I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Like Dro said, go out there and say the word. Peace.